Jai Jagannath दोस्तों, welcome to the ninth episode of The Unturned Pages. Once again, much to the agony of my parents, I have invested on something which they would not have approved. I have purchased a new mic this time to record my podcast on the go. It pinched my pocket a little bit, but all for the glory of thrill seeking. I mean, you only live once, I guess, until my third eye unlocks and I can see that I have reincarnations, and then I might spend a little more carefully. Whatever. Now, this video will find you at the right time if you're simply surfing through YouTube. If you're one of the persons who has been personally pestered by me to come and watch or listen to this episode, then I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for tolerating me, and thank you even more for keeping aside your irritation and coming here to watch this. Now, I have seen a common occurrence in India which troubles me a lot lately as a medical practitioner. The habit of people going directly to super specialists for treatment. कुछ टाइम पहले ही मेरे दादाजी के छोटे भाई हैं, उनको पेट में दर्द हो रहा था और लूज मोशंस हो रहे थे. When we suggested to take him to the nearest doctor, he said that no, he would withstand the pain and go visit the gastroenterologist directly. Now just understand the plight of the situation. He is suffering from a mild anomaly which can be treated with a simple medicine that can be prescribed by a general physician जो GDMO डॉक्टर बैठते हैं. But neither did he go to the GP, I mean the general practitioner, nor is he going to do anything to allay the problem that is happening to him. Even when he does go to the gastroenterologist, he will have to wait his turn, and you know how quickly the GE physician sees his patients. इतने 200 के 300 के लाइन में वो कितना ही एक समय दे पाएगा एक पेशेंट को. He has to finish his OPD, right? And he has to go back to his home, and he has to see at 3 other places. Even he has to earn money. ऐसे में ना तो पेशेंट को डॉक्टर ढंग से देख पाता है और ना ही पेशेंट को वो सेटिस्फैक्शन मिलती है. Moving on to the topic of discussion for today, I'll be talking about a model of self-esteem that I brainstormed and devised myself. अभी इतना बड़ा आदमी नहीं हूँ, बस सोचते सोचते दिमाग में आ गया और मैं बस वो डिस्कस करना चाहता हूँ. I would like to hear your opinions about it, so do join the Discord channel mentioned in the description of this episode or comment your thoughts below. I would also be talking about our prejudices in gathering wisdom. So without any further ado, let us begin. Episode 9 of The Unturned Pages, Self-Esteem Models and Wisdom Gathering. You see, the people around you have two kinds of self-esteem models within them. Now, this model is subject to the circumstances surrounding their birth, the nature of their upbringing, the behavior of the society around them, and the nature of traumas experienced by them. First is the low self-esteem model, which is the more prevalent of the two. It can be said without a doubt that if you pick up any random person from the crowd, there are maximum chances that he or she will be having this type of model. This model belongs to those who are not born into wealth, are not prodigies, and are not blessed with beauty or elite genetics of any sort. From birth, they do not get enough attention or acclaim unless they do something to prove themselves first. That's how they chronically live in a level of low self-esteem, and they depend solely upon external validation to maintain their self-worth. The moment this external validation stops, they feel their worth is empty, often leading to isolation and, in extreme cases, maybe the ending of their own lives. This reminds me of a quote that Carla Yeager said in the anime Attack on Titan. Do you really have to be special? Do you really need people's recognition? I don't think so. At the very least, not when it comes to this child. He doesn't need to become great. He is already great because he was born into this world. A simple line with a deep, resounding meaning if you think about it. How many people believe themselves to be special just because they are existing, even if they do not possess any kind of attribute that distinguishes them from the rest of the crowd? We have to fend for ourselves to adopt that belief. How many parents actually love their children for who they are? How many do not set any kind of objectives or goals or agendas for the children to achieve, and only after that do they qualify to feel worthy? We are all born into this world as special beings. It is our duty to make this place a heaven. Heaven and hell do not exist outside but within us. We have to defeat the evil within first and make heavens before we look outward and comment upon the existing evils. Shun laziness, shun lust, shun greed. Become strong, become worthy, become invincible. Arise, awake, and stop not until the goal is reached. I drifted for a bit there, and let's come back. This external validation can come from other people. Other people, I mean people outside, and objects or a status in society. They believe that being praised or recommended by someone, buying a specific object, or reaching a certain post would grant their life more meaning and earn them respect from others. This is the reason why you see so many people deifying their idols. Taylor Swift, Narendra Modi, Elvish Yadav, and maybe some K-pop idols, and the list goes on. Extolling their idols will garner attention from the existing followers of the idols and a small chance to be caught by the idols themselves. The people go crazy about acquiring objects of value. It starts small. A cricket bat. I mean, in childhood we used to go crazy, we used to pester our parents for a bat. Or if you're a girl, then you must be pestering them for some kind of a piece of jewelry. And then slowly, as age builds up, an iPhone, a car, a mansion, and when you're truly settled, what would come? Gold and diamonds, bigger cars and mansions, limited edition watches and artwork. So much possessions, and for what? A feeling of exclusivity. I'm seeing a reel these days, the template of which goes like this. A guy tells his friend, भाई तेरी ex को देखा मैंने कल, वो किसी और के साथ थी XUV 700 में या फिर स्कूटी में या फिर R15 में, and then the reel transitions to the other guy showing a greater position, maybe a BMW car or a super bike, and then he will say कि what a loss. Are we that dependent on our possessions to determine our value? And doesn't it pose a question in your mind that she, being with a person who has possessions of lower value to you, means that she has found something better from the other guy? What would it be other than a high self-esteemed personality who might be treating her better? Look within yourselves. A sign of weakness isn't making you inferior. It is a starting point for becoming something better. Show yourself mercy in the beginning and be ruthless later on when you commit the same mistake. If you keep relying upon external sources for your validation, a day would come when you would start feeling lonely. Because then you would realize that the people around you aren't respecting you for who you are, but for what you are. A highly coveted government employee, a rich man, or maybe a beautiful woman, do they really love you for who you are? A free-spirited individual who loves to explore, or someone who has a knack for eccentricities, someone who likes to crochet, someone who likes to garden? Do they love the real you or just for what you are? This question is going to poison your mind because you followed the whims and fancies of others for a long time and you left behind what you liked. You probably liked painting or sketching, but you had to give it up to make space for your preparation in GATE or MBA. And then शायद तुम्हारा जॉब चालू हो गया और जॉब के काम धाम के बीच तुम अपने आप को ही टाइम नहीं दे पा रहे थे, तो हॉबीज़ का तो छोड़ ही दो. I know your decisions are practical, but it is also what is making you feel lonely deep inside. Like I once talked in one of the earlier episodes about communication, the failure of communication is a good cause of misery, even when it is with yourself. Give time to yourself. You see, we are the happiest and truly content when we enjoy the company of ourselves, in doing things that we love. I loved playing games when I was a kid. You can ask my mom how much I used to get scolded for getting latched onto the computer to play games. I grew up introverted and my friends usually stayed far away from my place, so I didn't go out to play too often. Playing games was my only source of entertainment. And oh how I used to relish it. Probably because तब इतना कम खेलने को मिलता था. अब जब इतना टाइम मिल रहा है और इतना मन नहीं करता है खेलने को. We lose the value of something when it is available in abundance to us. This happens with things that we want to acquire and in relationships as well. But for some reason, after a long gap, I am rediscovering the joy of gaming. I keep aside everything else and just let myself enjoy the game. I feel like a child once again. Well, that's pretty much it about now. I would talk about the model of high self-esteem in my next episode, which would be the finale for the first season of this podcast. If you like the content of this video, do remember to like and share this with someone who you think needs to hear this. I usually don't beg like this, but you know, the digital entity that is the algorithm would not recommend my videos on its own. So I am extremely dependent on you guys for the same. So please like, share, subscribe, comment. You can suggest me something you'd like to talk about in the next episode in the comments below. And also, join my Discord channel, which is given in the description of this video. Thank you so much for your patient listening, and I hope to see you soon in my next episode. 14th Feb आ रहा है, उससे पहले जल्दी जल्दी कर लेता हूँ, वरना पता नहीं मेरा वीडियो कौन ही देखेगा या फिर कौन ही सुनेगा ये पॉडकास्ट. Until then, take care of yourself.